Hi everyone. I hope everyone is doing great. Haven't recorded an episode since a few weeks now. We had some we had family coming over from Europe here in New Zealand, which was really nice. But then we all got sick. As you can hear, I'm still not 100%, let's say, but let's be thankful for our body to get rid of what we don't need anymore. Uh, so that's okay. It's Saturday here, New Zealand, Hawke's Bay, and I'm alone home, which is really rare because my partner or daughter went for a little adventure to let me have a little bit of space and rest. um, and they saw orcas. So yeah, I'm very jealous, but uh, it's okay. I've seen them 2 years ago when our daughter was 4 months old. Uh, uh, and yeah, 2 years ago, it was my dream from childhood. So I had to wait 37 years to see orcas, and my daughter was just 4 months old, and then she's just turned two. And now she just see orcas again. And actually, my partner is his first time too. And he's 37 too. There is probably a North Node return explanation at 37. Does anyone have seen orcas at 37 years too? Let me know. This will be interesting. So today I would like to share with you 7 things that I learned over those past 2 years of parenting our daughter through the lens of human design. Because, as I said, our daughter just turned two, and I thought it was the perfect moment to give you a little feedback of what it's looked like. So as I always say, especially with human design, I am unique, my daughter is unique, and the way to parent her, to support her, should also be unique. And really, for those past 2 years, learning my design and hers really helped me to understand our family dynamic, but really realize that I will probably not have give her support like I do with the human design. Because I will probably have to do it in the way that have been taught by the society to how to raise a child, how the society expected it from me, or how have been just taught by uh, the society and my education, basically. But I am not parenting a mini-me or a child that the society want to have or expect to have, basically. So yeah, I really would like to share how parenting our daughter through the lens of human design has really helped me to be more relaxed and confident parent first, which is already huge. And also to be the most authentic version of myself, but also allowing my daughter to be her higher version. How I supported her uniqueness, and how I could support her in a very optimized way, but just for her, for both of us, because it's all about respecting my individual needs and hers. And it's also allowed me to stop the battling with the eating or the sleeping pattern how to understand and deal with the emotion in the horse house, which has been really, really big part for us. And yes, simply support her through her life, even a small little life for now, and really get rid of all the conditioning and let go all my self-limiting beliefs and all the expectation that people have for me, but also that I could have with my daughter, and to find a better balance. And the result is basically to create the life that I always dream of, and to be really close to my daughter and have an amazing relationship with her father, and just to know how our family dynamic works. It's just awareness. This is the key. So here, basically, the seven authentic example, practical example that I'm going to share with you after parenting our daughter for 2 years with the lens of human design. So first one, she's a manifestor generator. It's an energy type, which is part of the generator type. And the energy type basically is the essence of your design, her design. It's how the life is flowy and come to you easily. It's how you're going to interact better with the world, and how you're going to attract anything you need in this life, and of so much more. But has a manifestor generator, she is, and I am too, actually. I really may pay attention to always offer her several activities to play with, because she's a multitasker. So I let her multitask, and I let her also quit when she's not excited anymore, because with this sacral energy that she carries, she needs to be light up with things and to do things that she really loves. And manifestor generator can be quitter, but they can come back to it later. So I always make sure she has several toys to play with, that it's at home or in the car. And yeah, she just has a lot of energy and multitask a lot. Start something, stop, go back to it. And that's okay. Most parents who came to me in a reading and has manifestor generator kids, they are super worried to have like a ADHD kids, and they feel quite a lot stressed by the look at other people look at their kids, because this super powerful energy, and because they are multitasker, quitting, going back to week, and skipping step, basically. But no, this is how their energy works best, and it's actually healthier for them to act like that. And doing the opposite will be conditioning them and trying to put them in box. That's it. For example, my partner, he's a generator, not manifestor generator, and for him it's natural to do one thing at a time. And now he learns that it's not how her energy works. So he's not trying to give her just one thing at a time and let her finish what she does before giving her something else. That his energy, not hers. So everyone has to adapt to the energy of the other one or other person in the family. So that's a real thing. And even for me, like as a manifestor generator, when she's born, I think I already shared that, but she had so much energy, and like a new mom, and it can be quite overwhelming at the beginning. And I was a bit not ashamed, of course, but I noticed that other people were looking at her like, wow, like she has a lot of energy, she's all over the place. But like, no, I needed to accept it myself. And now people can say whatever they want. It doesn't affect me at all. So once again, it's just awareness and letting go. The second thing that I learned with our daughter is that it's on the emotional level, because she has an emotional authority. So authority is how you make a life decision in your life, but it's mostly means that her solar plexus center in her chart is defined, colored in her chart. So she has access uh, in a constant way to our emotion, but she also here to experience very big emotion. And those emotion comes by waves. And so I really learned to let her live her emotional wave, the high and the low, before interfering with her. Uh, because when the wave is past, it's how she got to find clarity and see what's going to happen for her. So if I ask question in between, she's not going to know what to answer. And most of the time, it's make it worse, basically. And I'm not trying anymore to suppress our emotion, because I know she needs to live this wave of emotion, the very high and sometimes the very low. While my solar plexus in my chart is open, white in my chart. So it's mean that I don't have constant access to my emotion. I'm taking emotion from my environment. So when I'm with her, I'm taking her energy and amplified. Um, and that was huge to understand our emotional dynamic in the family. My lesson here was to not take her emotion or tantrum or any reaction personally, because it's never about me. It's always about her. And to really be aware of what's happening when there is a crisis, when there is a big emotion around, because I can now recognize if the emotion belongs to her or belongs to me, or if or if I'm actually amplifying her emotion. And when you have a solar plexus open like me, you could have the tendency to be to try to avoid conflict, which is not really my case, but I work on it. But with my daughter, I've been confronted to that at the beginning quite massively. So yeah, I'm not trying to suppress her emotion or mine. That was really changing everything. Um, it's really this emotional dynamic. It's really what I can see the most with my clients, because basically the problems in family are about emotion/communication. So when you know how the emotional energy work in your family, uh, and how to speak, how to communicate, like you did already a lot the bigger part of the work. um, so yeah, that was a good and big lesson. uh, oh yeah, for the emotional part, there is also she has channels. So channel are um connected to two gates between two centers. And she has the full channel 3635, which is the channel of transitoriness. So it's from the emotional center, the solar plexus, to the throat center. So she is here to express her emotion, but in a very transformational crisis way of it. And it can be very surprising. And there is a lot of uh, kids uh, that I know around who have this, and I can see it very clearly. And parents are always freaking out about it, but we also learn how to see it as a strength for our daughter, for example, because the talent of this channel is to have a test for adventure and to be the one who is constantly seeking for new life experience. And we know that those experiences are actually a wider plan to give them a great depth in life. So when there is a big crisis, I can just think about that, and it makes it very much easier. The third insight that I learned with those 2 years is that with a sacral center defined, she's a manifestor generator, so she has a sacral center colored in her chart, and the sacral center is a life force energy, the workforce energy, and also the sexual energy, and it gets lights up when you do things that you love in life. And it's actually work better with close question. It's like the for the yes or the for the no. Everyone has different sound. Recently I did a live reading online on Instagram, and you can have a look to the replay I did. I showed to the person I was doing the reading for, Sarina, this little exercise if you want to see what it looks like to find your sound. Anyway, I learned how to recognize my daughter sacral side. I don't ask her open question. I always offer her 2 options. Would you like to get out of the bath by yourself, or mommy is helping you? This is always a big one for her because she never wants to get out of the bath. So now that when I offer her, if I ask her an open question like, would you like to get, not would you like, if I just ask her, get out of the bath, please, like, nothing's gonna happen. When I offer her the option, it's a closed question, and then she's gonna choose, and there is no fight. So much better. So yeah, the sacral doesn't know how to answer open question. He needs to answer to something. The manifestor generator has a generator need to respond to the world. So it's how you can communicate better with your child, partner, colleague, friends, anyone you want. The fourth insight is about nutrition. So your chart is telling you how you are designed to nourish your body with food/information too, to maximize your health, your longevity, your effectiveness, because you feed your brain too. It's not just food for food. So it's really how you take the food in your body for your unique metabolism to reach your full potential. And it's one of the 4 arrows at the top of your chart. And I will do a special episode about that soon, hopefully. And for the digestion, it's the top left arrow at the top of your chart. By the way, if you don't have your chart, you can go online to have it. It's free. But if you are interested for a more detailed chart with your variable, it's called, feel free to send me a message, or you can go on the link in the show note of this episode, and I will send it to you for free, because I got it from a paid software, so it's more detailed. If you are interested, feel free. So in her chart, my daughter is a delight eater. So it means that she's eating best before sunset and after sunrise. I would say after sunrise and before sunset. uh, and when she's bored, the nurses told me that I should wake her up like every 2 hours to feed her. I didn't uh, because I knew her design thread well. But I didn't because I know I understood with her design that it was not right for her to eat at night. And actually, the first night I could have been worried that, oh, like she's not eating during the night, and but our kids know naturally how to be aligned to their design, and we are just conditioning them already. Just after a few hours, they are born, you see. So yeah, I never wake her up at night to breastfeed her ever, and I won't. We don't breastfeed anymore at night, but I just make sure during the day that she eats. Well, in the morning it's quite easy, but I make sure that she eats after before the sunset. And once again, naturally, if it's dark in the evening and we didn't have dinner before, she doesn't eat. And then she passes the time. So never forcing her to eat at any point, day or night anyway. And I'm just make sure that she has a regular, she's an active eater too, so you can know in your chart if you are an active eater or a passive eater, and she's an active eater. So I just make sure that she has a regular rhythm during the day where she has food, and I never force her to eat. She just eat when she's hungry, and that's perfect like that. So the fact that she's an active eater, it's also mean that she has an active brain, who needs to be fed with a lot of information and stimulation, and this is so much help. The fifth insight that I wanted to share with you is about environment. So environment is one also of the 4 arrows at the top of your chart, but this one is the bottom arrow left side on the top of the chart. And the environment is not about a location. It's like environmental, sorry, has location. It's mean that it's where your child can thrive in life, bit less resistance, and increase health and quality of life, basically. And I have an episode that I'm going to record very soon about it. Another is market environment. Market environment is something very social. It's like, it's very the craft, and it represents option. So it's like public places for them, for market people who are really important, where they can bond with other, and yeah, our daughter thrive when she's with people around in town, and it's fascinating to see her going in the crowd with a lot of people. She looks for the option and what is happening. We call her Siri McLary. And when she knows where she goes, like she's so comfortable. That's really fascinating to see. And actually, in our family dynamic, the penta, which is very specific, she's also outside the house. So it's the reason why I accepted to let her a few days a week at daycare, because I'm at home and I wanted to stay at home with her, but she had other needs than mine. She's not me, and she needed to be outside with other people where things are happening, in communities, in area where there is a lot going on. It's just what she needs. Uh, and yeah, she needs this density. And actually, maybe it's going to be controversial to share that, but when she's sick, the best way for her to heal, because it's going to re-energize her, I bring her to the supermarket. I bring her to town. And she always heal faster like that. So, of course, she's like a 40 degrees fever. I'm not going to move her, but yeah, it's really healthy for her to go outside in the density, in the crowd. And we live in the countryside, so that's okay for now, because the environment is really important after Saturn return, so late 20s. But it does important right now. I will go into that deeper when I do the episode on the environment. The sixth insight that I wanted to share is about sleeping. So she's a manifestor generator with this sacral life force energy, super powerful. So I learned that she needs to empty her sacral before going to sleep. So I'm not doing like a quiet moment before going to bed. No. If you see few of stories, like we do the opposite home, I'm offering her exhausting activities before going to sleep. Like we dance, we jump, we run everywhere. She does. She might be tired. I'm a manifestor generator, so I need to empty my energy, but I can sleep easily. Yeah, she makes sure that I can sleep easily too. So I'm just making sure that she has spent all her energy before going to bed. And as she's a manifestor generator, she gonna fall asleep more easily by multitasking. So basically, when we go to bed, we continue to do all the things. So read a book or sing songs, and yeah, she never take really long to fall asleep. And recently we were joking because our daughter is asking us to go to bed, actually. And so I find that amazing. She said, "Oh, okay, let's go to bed now." And recently we have noticed that it was taking a bit longer to fall asleep. So we just did more activities. And we make like a tiger hunt around the house for a little bit longer to exhaust her a little bit more. But of course, if you don't have a sacral being child in your house, like a manifestor or projector or reflector child, the sleeping routine will be like totally different. And then we all sleep well. The last one is about security foundation. So our daughter has a 5-1 profile, which is the profile is basically the role you have in this life, and it's like, you know, the superhero cape that you put on to fulfill, sorry, your life mission. And the one line is the investigator. If you want to know more about the profile, please go to the previous episode, because I've done a few. I've done not few, just one episode about all the profiles. So the one profile, the first line profile, is the investigator, basically the authority who brings great foundation and security, but who also needs a lot of security and foundation. So I'm always making sure that she has this extra security. Anywhere I let her for a few minutes, I always make sure that she, of course, like every parent, are going to make sure that their child are okay, but I can feel when she feels secure or not. And the same for the night. I'm not trying to play by other books. I still rock her to sleep, and she actually asked for it with her little hobs, and she showed me that she wants to be rocked at some point when she fall asleep, and it's amazing. I know that is how she feel secure. That's okay, and I know that it's not okay for a lot of people who say, "Oh, like you should let her soothe herself and not support her to go to sleep." But I know her needs are not there, and I don't remember this. Sort of quote or a sentence, but this thing where you say, "Oh, if you wrong them, maybe they're gonna feel secure, but then they're gonna feel they need this security even more, and if they want their security even more, they're gonna want you always with them, and etc. etc." But then at the end, I'm sure that it's how she gonna get confident with herself and respecting her own needs, and she gonna regulate when she will be ready to regulate herself. Uh, so yeah, I will continue to let her put her little hand on my breast during the day, even if we don't breastfeed during the day anymore, uh, because I know that it's her safe place, and if she did that, she did that, and that's okay. It's not like she's 30. She's gonna need that. Hopefully not. I will not let that happen. But yeah, I also have my own needs. But you know what I mean? Like the society today, and I can feel it through my family being around us, or even like when chatting with us, that, oh, like you still do that, and it just my own judgment, but it's not my judgment, it's basically my own conditioning. So I can just let it go and trusting my design, my experimentation, and earth. Um, so this is how basically parenting our daughter with the support of human design for those 2 years have been life-changing. I am so much more relaxed and confident parent, as I was saying. I really trust our family ability, that strengths, and uh, on a much more deeper level. And that is just few example. I could have give you so much more. Uh, and it's also individual example that when you study a jazz, when I do a reading, I'm sharing a lot with you on all those episodes. It's individual thing, but in a reading, we put all the thing together to create the dynamic for your life and your family dynamic. Uh, so, yeah, if you are curious enough to discover how you can live this authentic life, it's totally accessible for you too. And I'm totally here to help you on your self-discovery journey, but also to help you to become the parent that you always have dreamed to become. So uh, uh, in a session with me, we look at all of that. But it's really about embracing your child uniqueness and celebrating the individuality of everyone in the family, to nurture your parenting style by discovering yours, your needs, while respecting the true nature of your children, to uncover all the pattern and the social norm that doesn't belong to you and don't suit your family design. As I was saying, understanding all this emotional part without emotionally losing it yourself. And then, yeah, giving you the tools to support your children. And that it's about the nutrition, the environment, the learning style, and the how your kids process information and things in life, but also how to empower them. Uh, and you can also identify your strengths and vulnerability with your co-parent, improving communication with everyone. So yeah, I can go on forever, but if it's the right time for you to discover your family potential and stretch your bold and the creative, fulfill life that you deserve and want, you can start your transformative journey with me today. You can book a reading with me in this episode, and feel free to contact me if you have any question. I think that's it for today. Create a beautiful day, weekend, whenever you listen this episode, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.